Anyway, we are going to get kicking on this next segment, which actually we're going to structure things a little bit different from our previous episodes. Similar, but just a little bit different. Instead of going into the news now, what we're going to do is we're covering news items from Godzilla Day entirely. So, do you guys want to see like the news intro? Is that what we should do? Okay,
Of
we'll do
course,
that.
let's do it. Love that.
Yay! It's the
Yay.
news. All right, so hey, it's November 13th. 10 days ago, we all
Crazy.
celebrated Godzilla's birthday in some form or another. If you are unfamiliar with Godzilla Day as a concept, what I will say is that for the past several years in Japan, Toho has arranged a giant party for Godzilla essentially in Tokyo. It really only started in like 2014, 2015, something like that. It was sort of after the Legendary movie came out, and then Japan was like, "Hey, Godzilla's getting popular again." So they started doing these events, and for several years, it was an in-person event. You'd go, you'd experience it, and I did get to go one year. Maybe I'll share that information all about how we spent that day sometime. You can listen to it on a Kaiju Cast episode if you wanted to. But the thing I wanted to say about Godzilla Day this year was previously they call it Goji Fest, and it's been very Japan only, like pretty much. I mean, you can do like last year you were able to watch the live stream, but there was a free live stream and a paid live stream. And I didn't pay to watch it, so I missed out on a bunch of the stuff. And of course, we saw those updates from Godzilla Day last year or Goji Fest last year, the day after or what have you. But this year, everything was free. Everything was free to watch. And if you were a diehard fan, you could have logged on. Oh, actually, I did this. I did a video or a graphic for this. So if you were a diehard fan, you could have logged on at come on now, where are you at? Here we go. You could have logged on at noon Japan time and watched a stream that included a special interview with the Godzilla Singular Point creators, some information about the Godzilla series, the Godzilla Store TV, which they show off like all the products that they're
Cool.
going to be releasing. We're going to be talking about several of them, of course. Then there was like Mothra Yosei, which was I didn't watch it, but I was trying to figure out what that was. Yosei is a Japanese term, and I've forgotten what it means. So anybody in the chat that speaks Japanese, remind me what Yosei means.
You'll say it's
Yeah.
not ringing a bell.
Not ringing a bell for me either. Anyway, so then there was the Mothra 4K revival. They showed some stuff from that. Then more of the Godzilla Store TV stuff. They had an interview with Adam Wingard and a special feature with Maru-san as well. And then they ended it with the completely new Godzilla versus Hedorah short. So
Which was cool.
overall, those are the the experiences that people experienced earlier in that Godzilla Day from Japan. We're going to talk about some of our favorite things that happened in for Godzilla Day, and I think what I'll do is I'll probably kick things over to Mr. Dotko first to hear about some of the things he liked coming out of Japan. And let me go ahead and get your files ready, sir.
Sure. Yeah. So as Kyle mentioned, there was quite a few things that happened both in Japan and in the US. So we're going to start with our favorite collectible related items that were announced in Japan on Godzilla Day. One really cool thing that not necessarily announced on Godzilla Day, but right around it was the company Diagostini. I know it's kind of strange, an Italian name, Diagostini. It always kind of freaked me out. They're releasing, or should I say re-releasing, the Sakai 67 mechanized Shodai Godzilla, 1954.
Awesome.
And the official name is kind of strange. It's called the Making Godzilla number 80 Completion Kit. Yes. Yes. But instead of the original release, which came in different components, different sections, I think it was actually weekly, or was it monthly? I'm not really sure.
It's weekly.
Actually, weekly, yeah.
Think so.
And this you get everything in one shot. It's all together. and it does essentially everything that the original one does. It walks, it has sounds, and it roars. And the only thing that's a little different is it doesn't have the bonus light up feature, which I guess is not really a big deal. All things considered, you get it in one shot, which is really, really cool. It retails for a whopping 139,600 yen, and it's available pre-order right now. You can either go to the Diagostini site or get one of the usual suspects that help us all order things from Japan. It's the release date is slated for February of 2022. So it's a phenomenal figure. It's definitely an upgrade from the older Tokyo Mirai motorized Godzilla. The only person that I know that has this is Steve Heron, a good friend of the show, model builder and diorama builder. So maybe we could get him on a little chat in our Facebook group to sort of chat about that on a future date, because that'd be really interesting. Definitely not something that I'm looking to get. It's too big and it's very expensive, and but you can't deny that it is an amazing piece, and a perfect thing to commemorate Godzilla's birthday is like a piece like this. So that's what I have for my first segment. Leslie, what do you got going for us that you would like to share?
Yes, X Plus is announced on Godzilla Day that they're going to be releasing a few figures through the Godzilla store. And the first one I want to talk about is Godzilla the Ride figure. So I think
Leslie, I'm pulling up that graphic. Yeah. Okay.
Okay. All right.
But I'm pulling up the 4-piece there.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, actually, you know what? That was a quick question I wanted to ask y'all. Right quick before I go into that figure. But in your opinion, because these are all designs of Godzilla from the Reiwa era. In your opinion, which one is your favorite? The one from Shin, the one from Godzilla the Ride, the anime, which I don't see how that could happen, or the one from Singular Point? Which ones?
I like the Ride one.
Shin Godzilla.
Shin Godzilla.
Yeah, definitely got to be Shin Godzilla. I'm
the only one that likes the Ride.
No, here's the thing with the Ride Godzilla.
Take it away, David.
It's a phenomenal. Sorry.
No, I want you to say this because I know what your feelings are about it.
And it's an absolutely phenomenal attempt at modernizing Godzilla, but that head is just way too small. It almost looks like it's a mistake. I know it's a design choice, and a lot of people aren't really upset about it. But imagine if that had like a head the size of like a Jitsuke head, or something that was in proportion to the rest of the body and the arms and the dorsal plates. I love the huge dorsal plates. I love the tail. I love everything else about it, but that head is just a little too small. No, it's a lot too small.
Legendary
for my taste, and it definitely has sort of like it's patterned off of the Legendary mixed with Heisei, and then there's a little bit of Shodai in there. It's a really, really great attempt, but for me, it just misses the mark. So luckily, I am not going to be getting this, but I'm stoked for everybody who is interested in it.
Yeah, and I'm most definitely interested in it. It is a cool design. To me, it's a hybrid of Godzilla's. Like I see, like for me, when I see the design, I see the feet of GMK into the design. His dorsal plates remind me of Shin's. The placement of the dorsal plates reminds me of the Heisei, particularly the 89. His claws are thick like the 89. His facial features are more Legendary. His skin texture is a mixture of Showa and Legendary. So I see a hybrid of Godzilla's embedded into this Godzilla. And this figure is going to be released, I want to say, April or May. And you can actually get it through the Godzilla store if you have somebody who can help you, or if you know the site yourself. Or you can get it through Awesome Collector. He just put some up yesterday.
Oh, cool.
And now a week before, he kind of changed things up a little bit where you had to pay for it outright. And this figure is $449. But he kind of changed it up a little bit, started yesterday, where he's doing like payment plans where it'll come out basically every 2 weeks. So your first payment will be like $112. Then the next payment will come out 2 weeks, whatever. But I think that's cool because by the time this figure come out, the only thing you may have to pay for is maybe the shipping, but the good majority of it is already paid for. And I already got mine locked in for a pre-order. So I'm definitely looking forward to it. So once again, the 30 centimeter Godzilla the Ride figure, it looks awesome. I can't wait to get it. And that's it in the first round of my segment. So what about you, John? What do you want to talk about in your first segment?
Well, it's for me. When I saw this, I was like, "Oh, gotta have it." Already pre-ordered it. Was the Art Spirits Hyper Modeling Mecha Godzilla set?
Yes.
I think it's
Oh, yes.
phenomenal. I mean, just little 9.8 centimeter figures. It's due out the May 31st of next year, and it's going to run about $120. And yes, thanks, Kyle. So here they are. They're great. They
That's
look
pretty
good.
cool.
Nice size. You get a great representation. You get 6, 74, 75, 93, which I love. You get your Millennium mechas, and it's nice to have a representation of the anime as well.
Them. I love Kiryu.
Yeah.
I like the two different Kiryu
Yeah,
versions.
yeah, they're cool.
Really dynamic poses on those. Yeah.
Excuse me.
The anime Mecha Godzilla, I know. It's nice to at least get it in the collection and have some representation,
Yeah.
Very nice idea. It looks good. Hopefully the prototype, the quality of them will transfer over. Art Spirits, they do some really nice, cool stuff. I understand Godzilla.
Do.
Wow.
So, yeah, it looks good.
I have their miniature King of the Monsters
How's it look?
figures that I showed. I think they look fantastic.
Oh,
I
that's
actually
good.
said this on the show. The Rodan that they made looks better in terms of being I just came out of the volcano Rodan than the X Plus does.
Yeah, they do some cool stuff. I'd love to see them do a line of Showa figures like this.
Hey, John, what's the scale of those?
Well, 9.8 centimeters. So
Okay.
So 10 centimeters tall.
Yeah, 10 centimeters.
That's a great value for that set. That really is a great value. Like, you get a lot of bang for your buck in that set. That's awesome. Wow.
Yeah, I pre-ordered them on a hobby search, and it was a little less than what I thought. So worked out. Hopefully shipping won't be more than the product itself. Christine, what'd you say?
All right. Well, there was a lot of great stuff announced. It was hard to pick some stuff because, even on both sides, Japan and US, there's just so many amazing things that they had announced. But I'm going to talk about the Godzilla Store Limited Marusan Hetero figure. So they have this. So Marusan made specifically, you can only order from the Godzilla Store. So if you have you can order it right from the store. If you have a third party you can go through to order it. But a really beautiful. And so it's 24 centimeters tall and retails around US would be around like $110. But yeah, so this is specific to the Godzilla Store. The release date is actually coming up pretty soon. They're actually releasing it in like 4 waves kind of. So the first wave is going to be sent out in December all the way through April of next year. So I don't really know what determines when yours will come out. But if you go on the Godzilla Store website, it does say sold out on there. But I think it's just because it's a pre-order. So you can still go on and pre-order it. But yeah, it's got beautiful, beautiful coloring on it. I love it. Looks like, I don't think it's a glowy, but it kind of looks like maybe.
It kind of does. It does look like glowy vinyl.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so they're all, I like
that a lot. The more I look at it, the more I'm digging it.
Like cotton candy.
Yeah. It does look like candy.
I was going to say, remember those things, pixie sticks?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
And they were like purple and pink.
Yes.
It's like the pixie stick.
Pixie sticks. But yes, you can go on the Godzilla Store now and get your pre-order in, or if you use like a third-party service, go through that. And I think it's a great sculpt. The colors, they're all hand painted. And yeah, so it says sold out, but you should still be able to put in a pre-order for it.
Don't believe it.
And they also have a T-shirt. You get a T-shirt with that sculpt on it too, so you can have the figure and represent it on your shirt as well.
Excellent.
So that's my first little guy I'm going to cover for Godzilla Day, and then I'll shoot it back down to Kyle.
Yeah. All right. Well, Godzilla Day, what an exciting time for anybody who likes Godzilla, but also if you love the collectibles, they really do cater to us. So I'm talking about Godzilla Singular Points Jet Jaguar figure. As you know, I have the Bandai figure that was released and all the rest of the Bandai figures that were released. And then a couple of episodes ago, we talked about the Art Spirits, to go back to what John was talking about, the Art Spirits set from Singular Point, which looked phenomenal.
Great.
Really dynamic poses, like David was saying about the Mechagodzillas, but they do the same thing with the Singular Point monsters. I love those. However, the thing that I love the most about Singular Point was Jet Jaguar, and so thankfully SH Monster Arts is releasing a sort of like powered up version of Jet Jaguar.
Gosh.
Looks awesome.
That even comes with the Spear of Anguirus, which is one of my favorites. Actually, is that Angulus or is that the Megalon? Anyway, he comes with the spear. He also comes with
oh man, that's kind of
helicopter.
There's no way.
The personal drone. And if that wasn't enough, he also has he's in scale with the one they're releasing, the Godzilla they're releasing from Singular Point, the SH Monster Arts version. And then it also comes with a tiny little June figure that can sit on the back. You can sort of see him right there.
Oh, yeah, there he is.
Right there.
That's great.
Anyway, this figure retails for 9,900 yen, so about $100. And you can currently get it through the premium Bandai website, but my guess is that this will be available throughout other retailers later on. I will have a link in the show notes to the premium Bandai website, but if you're familiar with that website, you do probably already know that there's this weird gateway thing that happens when you click a link. It'll take you to a page that says like, where are you? And it's like it gives you all of these crazy options that you have no idea what to click because you're like, I just wanted to see the freaking figure, dude. But so I got to work with those guys about that. That needs to change. But the premium Bandai website link will be in the show notes for this Jet Jaguar figure. And I think that means that we are now rounding the corner and going into round 2. So number 1, Leslie, will have you talk again about your second item you're covering for your Japan stuff.
Of course.
Japan's Godzilla Day.
Of course. Once again, going back to X Plus, and I don't need that anymore, Kyle. I'm good with that. I don't need any more. I'm giving it full screen. No. I'm giving it full screen.
You want the full screen?
Yeah, cause I want somebody. I gotta show somebody. Everybody remember this guy?
Yeah.
The gigantic series,
I kind of
Mechagodzilla.
remember him.
He should have won figure of the year. He should have won figure of the year last year, but he didn't.
Should've.
Well, if you missed out on getting this awesome figure, the uncrowned figure of the year, well, you know what? It was crowned here on this show as a collectible of the year. So that means something. Well, anyway.
That's even better than figure of the year. It's broader.
Yes. S Plus is reissuing this guy, but they're reissuing it as the secret base color scheme. Where remember in the film when they're working on Mechagodzilla, in between him fighting Godzilla and then fighting King Caesar and Godzilla, he has more so of a polished paint job on him. So that's what they're reissuing, and he's going to be going for like 60,000 yen, which is like maybe $540. Unfortunately, I don't think it's going to come with the light up because the Rick version of this figure came with the light up in his eyes and his thing. And his chest, so if you missed out on getting a gigantic Mechagodzilla, because he's going for stupid money now in the aftermarket, $1,000 more so than that, so you could probably can snag this, go to Awesome Collector and get it. But I have to say, even though I am happy that he's getting a reissue, I kind of wish that they would have tweaked the design and gave us a Mechagodzilla 75 gigantic.
Yeah.
If they would have done that, I would have been all over this.
Yes.
But because all they're doing is giving just a better looking paint job or a more polished paint job, and it costs 50,000 more yen than it did when it originally came out, which is why I'm not going to be double dipping.
Ouch.
But if you missed out on this, please go to the Godzilla store, Awesome Collector, and get your hands on the gigantic Mechagodzilla 1974. Once again, the uncrowned figure of the year. Damn you, Sakai 84. All right, that's all I got to say about that. All right, David, what you got coming up next, my friend?
So I got mine in 2021. So to me, it is the figure of the year for me so far this year. So I didn't get mine last year. guys know that whole scenario. So anyway, and I disagree, Leslie. I'm glad they didn't do a new 75 because I like that suit better, and I would have to get it. So I'm stoked that they're not doing it yet, just yet.
Probably coming though.
Never say never. It's probably coming. And shame on me, I have not finished watching Singular Point, so I got to do that too. Had to come clean. It's had to come clean.
I got
to watch that too.
I didn't get past the first episode. I didn't get past so you're good.
Anyway, there's that. So my second item is actually a very short little piece and something that I'm really excited about. And I know the model builders out there will also be excited about. It is from a new model company called Zo Models or Zo Models. I'm thinking Zo Models. And they have a new series called KIS, Kaiju Imagination Series. And hopefully it's the first of many. It's, of course, a 1984 Return of Godzilla or 1985 Godzilla. It's, I think, from just looking at this, it is the quintessential 84 kit that I've ever seen. I love the closed mouth. I love the detail. I love the texture. And I did say it's 32 centimeters, solid resin kit. It retails for 44,000 yen. A little bit expensive, but resin kits are expensive for that kind of that level of detail. And I'm just really excited to see what else comes in this line because 32 centimeters is a really good size. And I know Ryan Mitchell is really happy about it because he's a model builder too. And if that's not enough, they also announced a teaser of a Super X kit. And don't really know too much about it, if it's coming at the same time as the Godzilla or after or before or whatever. But it's just a little teaser. A Super X to go with your Godzilla 1984. Awesome. And I know all of our friends in Club 84. Oh, it says limited to 40.
Ooh.
Oh.
Yikes. Well, better get on that one. Our friends who are involved in the Club 84 who love that suit are pretty stoked about this. I'm definitely tempted to get that because it just looks so perfectly spot on. And yeah, that's all. That's pretty much all I got. It was a nice little short second segment, and hopefully we'll hear more about that. Oh, I do want to add this. Thank you so much to Michael Farah for Kaiju Battle for letting us, gather all the information that we need for the show. Much appreciated.
Oh, yeah.
I know I use that site all the time, and Mike is awesome. So I really appreciate that he's got that out there for all of us to see what's coming. And anyway, take it away, Mr. Chambers or Miss Chapin? Miss Chapin? Who's going next? I don't even know anymore. Okay, Christine, why don't you go next?
Me? Okay, so this next piece I'm going to talk about here, I mean, you guys all need this in your life. I mean, once you see it, you'll be like, I mean, you can't not have these, or at least one of them. It is the Goji Hamcoon. I mean, honestly, the cutest things you've ever seen. I mean, they've been out for a while. So Goji Hamcoon. Oh, did you have something, Kyle?
Actually, I just wanted to know if people even know why that exists. Like, if you were in the Godzilla fandom in the 2000s, you probably know. But
you would know Goji Hamcoon.
Yeah. So
Goji Hamcoon actually started as a brand collab between Godzilla and Hamtaro. So Hamtaro's like this really adorable. I used to watch Hamtaro. I used to draw pictures of Hamtaro too. It's just super cute anime about hamsters. So they started a collab in when GMK came out and the new Hamtaro, the first Hamtaro movie came out. So it was oh my god, I can't talk. When those movies came out, they were on a double bill. So if you bought a ticket for GMK, you would also get to watch the Hamtaro movie. So if you went, they had these little figures they made of Hamtaro in like a Godzilla costume, and they had keychains. And they continued it. That was 2001. So they continued it for the next two movies in the series that came out. Godzilla 2000. Oh no, not Godzilla 2000.
Kiryu.
I'm losing my mind right now. Kiryu. So the next two.
Jesus Christ.
I'm drinking here, so I'm losing my mind right now.
Intervention.
One more sip. But and then they also made some of like Mothra. There was a Mothra one.
Yep,
There
I
was a
remember those.
Mechagodzilla one. They're so cute. And I know that Matt Frank actually just drew a couple. He was over in Japan not long ago. And
Yeah, so
he drew a couple.
last year he did some stuff for the Godzilla Fest.
Yeah.
For Hamtaro. It was like they brought Hamtaro and Godzilla back together last year, and they got Matt Frank to do some artwork and some more stuff for that.
Yeah, so they announced at for the Godzilla Fest in Japan these 3 cute. Did I send you the pictures, Kyle?
Bam.
Yeah, I mean, look it. I mean,
Kawaii.
seriously, how do you say no to that face? There's, oh my gosh. And so they have these available at the Godzilla store. I actually have, I don't have it with me because I packed it up, but I have a Goji Hamcoon. It's a little gold one, a little keychain.
Mhm.
But yeah, so after 2003, they kind of like died off a little bit, but they're revamping it. They're revamping Goji Hamcoon. Go Goji Hamcoon!
They're so cute. That is
so
really cute. And you know, the main reason that they added those animated features to the Godzilla movies because they wanted to boost the sales of the tickets, and they wanted the younger audience to maybe get their parents to come and bring them to see it. So it was sort of a marketing thing to get more of the audience to see the Godzilla movies, which they wanted to do better at the box office, and I think it actually worked essentially.
I'm sure Shusuke Kaneko was super thrilled that they didn't believe in his movie enough to put it out on his own.
Well, I mean, it did well enough to get Tokyo SOS made, so that's the good thing. So at least they continued. I still we always say this. I wish they would have done a third in the series instead of Final Wars. Like the final chapter in that, it would have been really great if things happened the way they're supposed to happen.
We could have got the Gargantuous. We could have got the Gargantuous.
Dude, we could have gotten anything. We could have gotten anything for what we got.
In that DNA bank at the end of Tokyo SOS, for what I understand, if you look closely at one of the titles of the one of those, I guess compartments or whatever,
like drawers.
Yeah. You see Sanda and Gaira's name. So
there's a whole lot of names there.
Wow. So the possibilities were endless, and we got what we got. There it is. Okay.
Hey, but you know what? I got to give a huge shout out to Kaiju Masterclass because they did their convention last week, and they did an interview with the director of Final Wars, Kitamura, and he actually goes into detail that really shows that he really wasn't behind the train wreck that was Final Wars. He kind of does go into the fact that Toho had a lot more to do with that, but he's been like the one that's getting the blame for all these years. And if you listen to the interview, he really doesn't, because he loved it. He loved Godzilla, but that was the best he could do considering the hand he was dealt. So go back and watch that interview, and hopefully you get a new perspective on Final Wars.
Nice.
Yes,
nice.
Absolutely.
Wow.
All right. So I think John's next.
Yeah. Whatever you put me is good.
Your share ready here.
Thank you. Now this item I won't be able to get, but I know everyone would love to have this. My goodness. So I haven't been to Awaji Island yet. I don't think any of us have.
Tell people what Awaji Island is, though.
Awaji Island. I think we all know it. May not know it by name, but it's where that wonderful Shin Godzilla experience. I'll put it that way.
Yes.
You go flying into his mouth, and you never
bungee.
Yes, the
zip line.
Or whatever they call it.
The line.
Zip line.
Yeah.
Zip line. Yeah, so they're having their first year anniversary. And to celebrate, they're doing this lottery where you get 3 different tickets. And the first ticket is limited to 35. And you get this awesome Godzilla. Oh, man.
Oh, my gosh. I know.
Okay, and it's to commemorate Godzilla versus King Ghidorah in 1991 because it's 30th anniversary.
Yes.
And yeah, it's so dope.
Expensive.
And I've seen these around. I wasn't able to find out who made.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Them. But I mean, I think for that ticket in the lottery, it's $580.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, just to enter the lottery?
Yeah, to get.
Oh no!
To get that frame and all that, and these are the 3 different ticket items.
No.
How much?
Sorry, 580 just to enter the lottery.
That's a gigantic. What the hell are they doing?
I'm guessing is that's like similar to the Medicom lotteries where you enter a lottery and then you pay. Like,
yeah, I would imagine.
Oh,
yeah,
well, that
you pay if you qualify.
that makes more sense. I was like, oh, you have to pay, and then maybe you don't win.
But
Not
this is
gonna
a
happen.
different company too, so I don't know.
Yikes.
I would love to have one. I'm going to keep my eye peeled, to see if one pops up, but I know it's going to be ridiculous. These things will probably triple in value right away. But it's a wonderful set. I mean, who would not want one of these? But the winner is the first ticket, obviously, and that's it.
I mean, what? Who wouldn't want to zip line into Godzilla's mouth on Godzilla Day? I mean, come on.
Meet some heights.
The ultimate thing. That would be the ultimate thing. How tall is that dorsal plate, John? Does it have a size on there? It looks pretty big.
I would not. I did not see a size. If I could find it, but I would imagine it's the suit scale.
Oh,
so
so
there's
pretty
only
big.
35.
Okay.
There's only 35 winners for the.
Yes.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Fantastic.
And let me say, we were talking about Shin Godzilla. Whenever I watch it, it has tough memories. It conjures things, but I hope everyone just enjoy Shin Godzilla for what it really is.
I did. That's why I popped it in. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it all over again. Yeah.
Don't blame me. It's Christine and Keith. Not Christine. Sorry, it's Sandra and Keith.
Honestly,
we take no responsibility for that.
Honestly, John, I haven't seen Shin Godzilla in a while before I put it on. And I've always said I don't hate Shin Godzilla. I never said I hated Shin Godzilla. Just because I don't go back to it often doesn't mean I hate it. But I had, I was thinking about what film should I watch to break the TV in. I was like, you know what? I'll pop in Shin Godzilla. Trust me, if I felt the same way as Shin Godzilla as I do about Final Wars, I would never seen it. But I watched Shin Godzilla, and again, I actually appreciate what they try to do. I actually appreciate that the film is so different from the characterization of Legendary. I do appreciate it. I really do. And I appreciate it more as I watch it.
And I appreciate you for that. And then
bring it in. Bring it in. Hug me, damn it. Hug me.
Go for it, John.
Here's one thing I will just say quickly about Shin Godzilla is just for one day. Well, I don't want to say this, but people will maybe one day appreciate it like 54. If you were in Japan on 3/11, there's no doubt that film is. I mean,
I can see that.
It's straight up. It has the feeling of that day. Everything about it. I'm telling you, glued to the TV sets. I was for a couple weeks trying to keep up with what's going on in Fukushima. I mean, it has the entire. Seeing when I saw the movie, I was like punched in the gut because it's very emotional. They did a tremendous job giving Japan what they needed at 5 years, in the wake of 3/11.
There you go, John. We're getting some love for Shin Godzilla.
Thank you, Phil. I appreciate it. Yes, they will. One day you're going to say it's the 54 for our generation.
I was actually going to say I would liken it more to Hedorah, actually, because Hedorah still has the haters. There are still people that are like, "What's up with that? Why?" But it stands on its own so much because of the style, because of the subject matter, and really is such a film that has an impactful origin, which really is pollution, of course. So Shin Godzilla having that same 3/11 impact is so strong. I mean, I think for sure Shin Godzilla, the original, and Hedorah, maybe a couple of others, are going to rise above just sort of eventually, because Shin Godzilla, brilliantly made movie too, not just a good monster movie. It's a brilliantly made movie.
Climate change is going to make people think differently about it.
All right,
you're spot on.
Good stuff.
Okay, so Is it me now? It's up to me.
It's you. I believe
It's up to
Yeah.
me. What am I showing off for my last bit here?
Got what you got.
See.
Oh,
So
right.
much.
Yes. Okay. There is so much stuff that came out on Godzilla Day, you guys. It was a blast to actually be online on November 3rd to just see what all they showed. So I like that there is so much stuff. I'm not going to get everything. I'm not even going to get the stuff that I'm talking about that I liked here. But one of the things that the Godzilla store did is they launched a series of chibi plush figures. And so I'll start off
Oh,
by
wow.
just saying they did
So
Godzilla.
cute.
Nice.
Each one of these is $24.20, so about $25.
Not bad at all.
Not bad.
So they did
That's cute.
Godzilla,
Super cute.
Mothra,
Mothra's nice.
Mothra.
and King Ghidorah.
Pretty.
But
Aw.
really, the standout, to harken back to what I was just talking about, is Hedorah. Look at this beautiful boy.
He's really cute.
He's the cutest one of the bunch. I actually like him so much more than the others. I almost just talked about him, which is kind of what's happening anyway.
It's his
But
birthday.
yeah, like just a quick little thing. These little plush figures, I have. They're almost all in a box over there right now. But I have little plush figures that I've gotten throughout the years. I love how people will be drawn to them when they come into the collection. It's really, really cool stuff. And I love that they're putting these out. They are still available on the Godzilla store.
They're super
So if you
cute.
have not picked one up yet and you want one, if you have that third-party group like Zen Market or a friend in Japan that can get you one, I would say it's only $25, so go for it.
Wow. That's a
And
great
there you go.
price. Great price.
Oh wait, where'd Leslie go? There he is.
It's also Mothra's birthday too. So
Oh, that's right.
it's not just Hedorah's birthday, it's Mothra's birthday too. So
It's a whole bunch of birthdays.
a lot of birthdays.
Godzilla, Mothra, Hedorah.
And then next year,
Gorgo, Gorgo.
Oh, that's right.
Gorgo. Yep.
Yeah, Gaigan's coming.
Geigen's coming
Gigan
next
is
year.
coming.
We want a
That's right.
gigantic.
Wow.
All right. Well, you guys, I think we did quite a lot of covering of the Godzilla Day coverage. But if you want more, you can go to kaijubattle.net and check out the articles that Michael Farah has all about what was released on Godzilla Day. Actually, there's way more than we could show in this
Way more.
episode. So please go check that out. Also, I'll have a link in the show to the actual Godzilla Store Day, the Godzilla Day items on the Godzilla Store website, so you can check that out yourself. And something I didn't mention at the beginning of this episode, because we're about to go to intermission, is that later on in the show, we do have another giveaway. So we are giving away Kaiju World Wars, which is a board game. And we'll be doing the normal thing where we ask people to put their name, put a hashtag into the chat when we do the drawing. And then we'll use the StreamYard tool to actually pick the winner. And but until then, we're going to go ahead and do our intermission. And when we come out of the intermission, we're going straight into an interview. So enjoy the intermission, and we'll come back and talk more about Godzilla Day on the other side of the planet.